Yesterday, one of the world's most prestigious horse racing festivals concluded, the 5-day Royal Ascot, an event inextricably linked with the British royal family and high society at large. Over the course of the week, some of the top horses from around the world competed for honor, glory, and prestige. And today, we take you back to the biggest races from Royal Ascot 2025. So we are going to be bringing you the replays of 7 feature Grade 1 races today, and these are the Queen Anne Stakes, the King's Stand Stakes, the St. James Palace Stakes, the Prince of Wales Stakes, the Gold Cup, the Coronation Stakes, and finally, the Diamond Jubilee Stakes. Without any further ado, we start now by going to the Queen Anne Stakes. This race was first run in 1840 and used to be called the Trial Stakes, but in 1930 they named it after the founder of Ascot Racecourse, Queen Anne. It's open to horses who are 4 years or older. It's run over a distance of 1 mile. Let's see how this one unfolded. So one more quick look at the odds as we get ready for this first Grade 1 race of the Royal Ascot. Drom, 12 to 1. Pepperoni Pete, 25 to 1. Mexican Pete, 10 to 1. Interesting name coincidence there. Casual Glimpse, 12 to 1. Armoise, 7 to 1. Monty Mayor 1, 9 to 1. Miss Hollywood, 25 to 1. And Satwa Ballerina, the last one, the favorite, at 9 to 4. And away we go here. We are ready for the action to begin. And they are off. And it's going to be Monty Mayor 1 getting out to an early lead, along with number 2, Pepperoni Pete. Miss Hollywood also up there as Mexican Pete makes a move, or tries to, on the inside. But Pepperoni Pete, what an interesting, I don't know how you get those two names in the same race, but nonetheless, Pepperoni Pete has the lead, followed by Mexican Pete. I'm going to be talking about that the whole race. Miss Hollywood in third, Satwa Ballerina the favorite in fourth, Monty Mayor 1 in fifth, Drom sixth, Armoise seventh, and Casual Glimpse, you see there, number 4 in last. Pepperoni Pete, as they come up the hill, still managing to hold on to the lead. Mexican Pete doing a good job of keeping pace here. And it looks like we might be seeing a move from Monty Mayor 1 on the inside, moving up here into third place as they move now towards the center of the track. Satwa Ballerina still in fourth, Miss Hollywood in fifth, and now Drum is going to try to move up as well. These 6 horses all clustered together in a battle for the lead. Pepperoni Pete manages to still retain it, but that may not last for much longer. Pepperoni Pete still on the lead, still in the lead on the inside. Monty Mayor 1 is in second on the inside as well. This very well may be a close one. It's going to be quite the battle. Pepperoni Pete keeps the lead. Monty Mayor 1 trying to move to the outside. Does Pepperoni Pete have it? No, he does not. Monty Mayor 1 and Satwa Ballerina battling now for the victory as they come to the finish line. It is very, very, very close. Monty Mayor 1, however, is able to break away, and I think that might be what is needed for the victory. Monty Mayor 1 takes home the win in the Queen Anne Stakes here, the first Grade 1 race of Royal Ascot 2025, followed by Satwa Ballerina and Mexican Pete. An exciting race to kick off the Grade 1 action sees Monty Mayor 1 taking home the prize in the Queen Anne Stakes. We move now to the King's Stand Stakes, also known as the King Charles III Stakes. This race began in 1860 as a result of bad weather. The Royal Stand Plate could not be run over 2 miles as it usually was, so the race was shortened to 5 furlongs and called the Queen's Stand Plate. 165 years later, we send you down to the track for the action in the second Grade 1 race of this festival, which is open to 3-year-olds and up. So now the odds for the King's Stand Stakes. Brilliant Barca, 12 to 1. Triple Eight, running out of South Africa, is the favorite at 13 to 8. Rubies from Burma, 8 to 1. Litany Queen, 10 to 1. Kelly Nicole, 66 to 1. Patella, 20 to 1. And Sunday Bazaar, 6 to 1. All horses in this race running out of Great Britain, except, of course, Triple Eight of South Africa. And with that, we are underway. Patella takes the early lead on the inside, followed by Kelly Nicole and Brilliant Barca. And it is those two, Patella and Kelly Nicole, 5 and 6, breaking out, as well as Triple Eight, who We now have a top three. We've got a podium separating in this line from the rest of the pack, and it's going to be Patella moving out on the inside here as they briefly come towards the middle. Up the hill now, and it is Patella still with the lead, being closely followed by Triple Eight. Brilliant Barca is in fourth, followed by Sunday Bazaar. Well, Rubies from Burma has taken the position now. Nonetheless, Litany Queen remains in the last place. Patella still leading as they come by the grandstand here in the King's Stand Stakes, but it might get a bit intense. Here comes Kelly Nicole. Kelly Nicole will successfully take the lead, but here comes Triple Eight, the favorite. Triple Eight breaks away from the rest of the pack. Rubies from Burma also making a move. Who is it going to be as they come towards the finish line? It is Triple Eight, followed by Rubies from Burma and Brilliant Barca. What a race. What a finish. Triple Eight takes home the first victory for a foreign horse in this year's edition of the Royal Ascot. And with that, we move now to the St. James's Palace Stakes. Run over 7 furlongs and 213 yards, this race is open to 3-year-old colts. The inaugural edition took place in 1834. It's named after St. James's Palace in London, which hosts the Accession Council and the Marshal of the Diplomatic Corps. Let's go back to the track. Now the odds for this prestigious St. James's Palace Stakes: Cayman Crew at 33 to 1, Simba Selfie 40 to 1, Stan Sunnet Decade 50 to 1, Opus Mickey also 50 to 1, Chestnut Parks 40 to 1, Al Jaber Trooper 40 to 1, Octagonal Heights of South Africa 11 to 2, Hardwick Committee 5 to 2, and Haka Icon out of the United Arab Emirates, the favorite, at 9 to 4. Hardwick Committee also South African. As we get set to get underway, there is the bell, there is the release, and they are off at the starter's orders. Octagonal Heights moves to the inside, taking the early lead here. Simba Sophie also moving as Stan Sunnet Decade number 3 is in third, but this could go any way. We are only in the opening moments. Simba Sophie has the lead by a head, and look at them go back and forth, neck and neck here. Chestnut Parks also following closely on the inside. Hardwick Committee a bit back. Number 8 followed by Haka Icon on the inside. Opus Mickey is all the way at the back as Simba Sophie currently has the lead. Simba Sophie with Chestnut Parks and Stan Sonnet Decade, those 4 horses in the horizontal line trying to get into first place. Those are the contenders as of this moment, but as we've seen, things can get interesting when we come to the finish. Going to be a move here from Chestnut Parks. This is close, trying to take the lead, and Stan Sonnet Decade also trying to stay up on the outside. Hardwick Committee moving up towards the front as well, but Simba Sophie clearly has the lead as they come closer to the finish line. You can hear the crowd as they begin to pass close to the grandstand. Way on the outside, though, here comes Opus Mickey, and this could be a dark horse, no pun intended, as we come towards the end. Stan Sonnet Decade is in second. Simba Sophie still manages to keep the lead, but look at the pursuit here from Stan Sonnet Decade on the outside. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Here comes Hardwick Committee. This one's going to be close. They come to the finish line. Look at this. It's Haka Icon. Nobody expected that. Nobody even saw it. But Haka Icon, in the final, 5 seconds or less, makes the move and wins the race. What a finish here. What a finish. And they say there is a steward's inquiry, and we're getting confirmation that the winner of this race is indeed the favorite, Haka Icon, followed by Hardwick Committee and Cayman Crew. What an ending to this incredible St. James's Palace Stakes. A steward review closes out this race as Haka Icon takes home the win in the St. James's Palace Stakes. And we move now to the 4th Grade 1 race of Royal Ascot 2025. The Prince of Wales' Stakes was established in 1862, named after the eventual King Edward VII, who was Prince of Wales at the time. After World War II, the race disappeared with the vacancy of the princely title. However, it returned in 1968, a year before the investiture of current King Charles III. This race is 1 mile, 1 furlong, and 212 yards, and it's open to horses 4 years old and up. Without any further ado, let's once again head back to the track. So now to the Prince of Wales Stakes. Beat the Rush, 66 to 1. Shuala, also 66 to 1. Jack Who's He and Victorian Bounty, all four horses, 66 to 1. Donna Flight out of the United Arab Emirates, 11 to 4 is the favorite. Westwire Toby, 9 to 2, the American. Prince Sean of Japan, also 9 to 2. Shuttle Diplomacy, another British horse, 66 to 1, as well as Prana and Luantia. Sorry, yes, Prana 66 to 1, my apologies. Luantia out of the United Arab Emirates, the UAE 10 to 3. And here we go with the next race, the Prince of Wales Stakes. They are underway as the gate opens. Shuala, and look at this, they're all clustered together, but Shuttle Diplomacy is going to make the first big move out of the pack. Beat the Rushes in second, close on the inside, as Shuttle Diplomacy moves towards his fellow contender, closer to that inside rail. Victorian Bounty falls behind as Prince Sean and Prana simultaneously seem to advance. They come around the turn, and it is Shuttle Diplomacy and Beat the Rush tightly contending for the lead, with Prana close behind in third, followed by Victorian Bounty and Prince Sean. And that is a battle for fourth and fifth as these two horses in the front continue to keep the lead. Westwire Towie of America is all the way back in last place. Jack Who's He has now fallen back there, and it is Shuttle Diplomacy, meanwhile, continuing to keep the lead as they move through this beautiful forest area. Beat the Rush, got pretty close there, but Shuttle Diplomacy manages to take back the distance, manages to take back the lead. Beat the Rush, they're just going back and forth here as Prana and Prince Sean follow behind. We've seen throughout these Royal Ascot races that things get interesting near the end. I have no doubt that that's what's going to happen here as well as they come around this turn. It is Prince Sean now making a move, or seeming to, on the outside. Luantia, number 10, stands alone in fifth, but seems to be falling behind. Shuttle Diplomacy on the outside in first. Look at this from Prana. Prana, with one big swipe, one strike, is able to take the lead, and with that, now things are going to get interesting. Prana still has the lead. Luantia making a move. Look at this. Jack Who's He, who was previously in last, is now moving up to first. Luantia still has the lead on the outside. Jack Who's He, however, is close behind. Luantia manages to break away as they come past the grandstand towards the finish. Donna Flight is making a move, but it is too late. Luantia of the United Arab Emirates wins the Prince of Wales Stakes. What a finish! And more drama here in the Royal Ascot. An incredible festival of racing. Wow. Donna Flight, the favorite in second, followed by Westwire Toby. Another win here for the foreign horses as Luantia of the United Arab Emirates comes in first in the Prince of Wales Stakes. With that, we move now to one of the most anticipated races of the entire festival, the Gold Cup. This race is one of the most historic. Established in 1807, it has attracted such dignitaries as Nicholas I of Russia, yes, the Emperor, in 1844. It's the first race of the Stayers Triple Crown, and it's run over 2 miles, 3 furlongs, and 210 yards. Open to horses aged 4 and older, the Gold Cup remains one of the main attractions at Royal Ascot. And without any further ado, let's go to the track to see how it all unfolded. Bit of an international field here in the Gold Cup. Calagino, the favorite at 11 to 4. Northside Prince and Dubai Miracle both at 66 to 1. Marura Kimberly, the American, at 7 to 1. Warrior Nation and Penny Rock are out of Australia. Warrior Nation is 33 to 1. Penny Rock is 15 to 2. William Hogarth comes to us from Singapore and is at 11 to 2 odds. Rainy Day Song and Hunt the Sun are British horses. Rainy Day Song at 13 to 2. Hunt the Sun at 18 to 1. And with that, we prepare for the 2 mile, 4 furlong Gold Cup. This prestigious Grade 1 race is underway in the 2025 Royal Ascot, and Dubai Miracle takes the early lead as they come out of the gate. Meanwhile, Marura Kimberly and Penny Rock moving up here as this action begins. Penny Rock has taken the lead on the inside. Dubai Miracle on the outside in second, with Marura Kimberly close, very, very, very close behind in third, and that is your podium trio, so to speak, as this race gets underway. Warrior Nation, number 5, is in fourth, followed by William Hogarth and Rainy Day Song. Hunt the Sun is there with Kawagino and Northside Prince towards the back. Penny Rock and Dubai Miracle still contending here. Penny Rock maybe making a move rather soon, staying on the outside here. But it is Penny Rock managing to retain the lead as they come by the grandstand here. Marura Kimberly is in third, still with Warrior Nation following behind. William Hogarth in fifth, followed by Rainy Day Song, Hunt the Sun, and Northside Prince has now made a move, and the status quo, so to speak, remains in effect as they pass by the grandstand for the first time. This one of the longer races, the Gold Cup, and that is not the first time they will be by the finish line as this next lap of the race begins. And it is still Penny Rock and Dubai Miracle in the front here, battling for the lead with Marura Kimberly and Warrior Nation. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, if my commentary seems a bit repetitive, but this race, as I said, maintaining a sharp status quo. There you see the whole field here of the Gold Cup as we focus back in on those leading contenders, Penny Rock and Dubai Miracle. Dubai Miracle, not from the United Arab Emirates, although it may sound that way. It is a British horse, and Penny Rock comes to us out of Australia. Warrior Nation, of course, still in third as they pass by this forest area. And we want to thank you for tuning in here today as we bring you coverage of the highlights of the Royal Ascot. Penny Rock still keeping that lead, but we've seen throughout these races so far in this festival that things get exciting towards the end. I have no doubt that we're going to see something like that again, and they will very soon come by the grandstand, the finish line, as Warrior Nation has a good lead on Marura Kimberly. Penny Rock has also broken away from the opponent as well as they come around this turn. Warrior Nation can be seen there at the back, perhaps making a move. Penny Rock still keeping that lead, keeping some distance between himself and Dubai Miracle as they come up the hill here. And now, with 6 furlongs to go, it may get interesting very soon. Here comes Marura Kimberly, who has now taken third place on the outside, and here we go. Penny Rock keeps the lead as Dubai Miracle begins to fall behind, and it is Marura Kimberly who is going to make a move and attempt to take that second place position, but here come Rainy Day Song and William Hogarth. Rainy Day Song making a move now into second. These horses have clearly conserved their energy for the end. A good strategy as on the outside, here comes Rainy Day Song looking to usurp Penny Rock from first place, and will be successful in doing so here on the turf. 3 furlongs to go. It is Rainy Day Song with the lead. Is anyone going to be able to catch up? I'm not sure. Rainy Day Song has quite the lead here. Penny Rock has fallen behind. It is all Rainy Day Song as they come by the grandstand. Look at this. Look at the distance between the leader and the rest of the pack. I think the winner may very well be clear. Marura Kimberly is in second. May look for a move on the final furlong. This could still get dramatic. This could still get interesting. Half a furlong to go now. Rainy Day Song looking to keep the lead. Is it going to be enough? Is Marura Kimberly out of time? I believe so. Rainy Day Song wins the Gold Cup, followed by Marura Kimberly and Penny Rock. What a race. Rainy Day Song enters the history books with a victory in the 2025 Gold Cup, and with that, only 2 races remain in our recap coverage. Next up is the Coronation Stakes, a contest open to 3-year-old fillies. It began in 1840 and was named for the coronation of Queen Victoria. With a distance of 7 furlongs and 213 yards, it's one of the most prestigious races for fillies in the world. And keep your eyes peeled. 2 of the horses from our earlier coverage of the Kentucky Oaks in May are competing in this one. We're about to see how they did in this year's Coronation Stakes. So we begin the fillies Coronation Stakes. Donna Anna at 66 to 1. Exciting Times, Miss Lorelei, and Nacho Venture all 66 to 1. Lighthouse is the favorite at 13 to 8. Azarina and Flojo are 4 to 1 and 5 to 1 respectively, and you'll recognize those names from when we covered the Kentucky Oaks back in May. Ujuba is 66 to 1. Force Divine 11 to 1. Princess Galadriel 66 to 1. And so we begin with the Coronation Stakes here at the Royal Ascot. We are underway. Exciting Times and Princess Galadriel. And it's too close to call in these first few seconds. Lighthouse and Azarina now battling for the lead. Azarina's going to get out there. Princess Galadriel on the outside has also taken the lead and now looks to be breaking away, but they're all quite close together in the early going here. Lighthouse in second. Flojo, number 7, is all the way on the outside there, you can see, from, of course, the Kentucky Oaks. Azarina is in third. Miss Lorelei in fourth. And Lighthouse in fifth as Princess Galadriel keeps the lead. They go up the hill, 4.8 furlongs to go now. And Flojo is in second, way on the outside. I think we're going to have an exciting conclusion to this race. You see those 4 horses bunched up near the rail, as well as number 2, Exciting Times, who's now making a move. Azarina breaks away. Princess Galadriel as well in the lead. But how long will that last? Exciting Times, number 2, is in second. Seems to be falling behind a bit. Flojo in fourth, as Azarina is in second. Princess Galadriel keeps the lead. 2 furlongs to go now in the Coronation Stakes. It is still Princess Galadriel. Azarina in second. Lighthouse just barely in third. Now is going to make the move, and now here we go. Princess Galadriel falls behind. Azarina has the lead, but just barely. Force Divine also making a move. Who is it going to be? Less than a furlong to go. And this is going to be very, very, very close. Force Divine has the lead. Is it going to be Force Divine? Yes, it is! Lighthouse in second. Azarina in third. I think so, anyways. This one, they call them unofficial results for a reason. But there it is. Force Divine followed by Lighthouse and Azarina. Our final race will be run over 6 furlongs. It is the Diamond Jubilee Stakes, also known as the Queen Elizabeth II Jubilee Stakes. Despite the fact that its name references recent events, this race was actually established in 1868 and called then the All-Aged Stakes. From 1926 to 2002, it was known as the Cork and Orrery Stakes, before being renamed the Golden Jubilee Stakes to celebrate Elizabeth's 50th year on the throne. The naming anachronism you see before you, blame starter's orders. It came out quite a few years ago. Anyways, this race is open to 4+-year-olds as well as 3-year-olds from the Southern Hemisphere. It's the final race of our coverage. Let's see who came out on top. So here we go, the 6 furlong Diamond Jubilee Stakes. Hal of a Lover out of South Africa, 7 to 2. Krabby's Gold, 66 to 1, as well as Elusive Quality, Tumbleweed Ridge, and Tetmokea, all 66 to 1. Carol Bag, 18 to 1. Saucy Brown at 66 to 1. Triple Eight, who we saw earlier, is at 11 to 8, the favorite. Final Pride, 7 to 1. Carmadane, 66 to 1, and Dangerous Dolly at 66 to 1. With that, we go to the starting gate. We are ready to get underway, and the gate opens, and away we go. Krabby's Gold with the lead here as we get going. Triple Eight in first now, and Triple Eight way on the outside. Hal of a Lover with Final Pride is trailing Triple Eight, and it seems as though the competition is towards the middle of the track at the moment as Krabby's Gold stays close to the rail. Triple Eight breaking away here. Hal of a Lover close behind in second, but even closer behind is Final Pride. But Krabby's Gold still manages to be in third place towards the rail there. Dangerous Dolly also making a move as they come close to the grandstand now. Just over 2 furlongs to go in this race. Hal of a Lover, you could see they're trying to make a move. Triple Eight retains the lead, but now things may get interesting. They come by the grandstand. It is Triple Eight, Hal of a Lover, and Final Pride at the moment. Will it be this way at the end? Less than a furlong to go now. Triple Eight trying to hold on to the lead, but who is this? It is Carmadine making a move. Now moving up into third on the inside. I don't think there's going to be enough time. Triple Eight wins, followed by Hal of a Lover and Carmadine. Wow. Triple Eight picks up another victory, cementing a unique status as one of the standout horses of the 2025 Royal Ascot Festival, an exceptional festival indeed. And we thank you all for tuning into our highlight recap show here today. We hope you have enjoyed this showcase of Grade 1 racing. With that, from Ascot Racecourse in England with the summer rolling on, we bid you goodbye and good night.